Hey, what's going on? This is Derek Crabb, History of Comics on Film. I'm still doing my long-winded, long-running picture-in-picture commentary. If you're listening to this and you find what I'm babbling about interesting, thanks. This is just something to give back, I guess, to fans and stuff like that. I know some people kind of would always ask me, when did the new videos come out? And, I try to do them as quickly as I can. I'm normally, busy working during the week, so I spend my weekends sometimes working on editing the videos when I don't have other things to do. So I try to do them as quickly as I can, but like I always say, it's not like a thing where I'll have them, every single day or whatever, but I try my best to have them, periodically, and I try to make them as fast as I can. But yeah, so here we've got the Filmation Archie show, which is a show that before this project I had never seen before. So yeah, I hunted down the DVD, bought the DVD set, and watched the show, took my notes, did my research. Things that I found interesting was I had no idea that Sugar Sugar was an Archie song. I knew the song. My mom knew the song. Like, I remember, she would always listen to oldies radio, so, like, I knew the song like the back of my hand, but I had no idea it was associated with Archie. In starting this project, I don't know if I mentioned this in other commentaries, but I guess my original concept, I kind of thought to myself, I started this project when I was just thinking about something that would be economically viable for me to do, but still be a video project. And at the time, I kind of thought to myself, I'm not going to have to buy anything for this project. I probably have every single comic book movie there is. But in deciding to do this project and compiling a list and, figuring out things I was missing, I discovered, there were a lot of things that I did not have, many movie serials, many animated shows, many things that I didn't even know were based on comic books. I'm doing pretty good at tracking down a lot of the stuff that I've been missing, or at least, putting it on a wish list somewhere down the road. I've tried to focus on acquiring the earlier decade stuff first, because I know I'm going in that chronological order. So I'm not so concerned about stuff from the year 2000 on. Only because I'm like, it's going to be a while before I get there. But things I could use help finding, or like I've mentioned this before, but the 1962 Life with Archie pilot, never seen it, never heard of any place that has it available to watch or buy or whatever. So if anybody could hook me up and let me know where I might find that, that'd be awesome. I only have a couple episodes of the new Archies on VHS. It's never been released on DVD. I could only hope that it becomes a made-on-demand DVD or a real DVD somewhere down the line. But yeah, right now I found a couple VHS tapes on eBay. So that's pretty much what I've got. But if anybody knows of other episodes, I think I have 5 episodes on tape, but if anybody knows where I could get the rest, I think there's like 13, so if anybody knows where I could get the other 8, or if you're feeling generous and you want to donate something, or make me a copy, a VHS copy's fine, a DVD copy's fine, whatever, I would appreciate it, and I will give you credit in the video that I make about the new Archies. But anyway, this is about the Filmation Archie. And I guess I was just talking about compiling, lists of the projects, and this is a piece, and a group of comic books and television series and short TV movies that I really had not exposed myself to before this project. I would say that I was more of a superhero. Probably if there was tiers I was a DC, Marvel, independent superhero type guy. And this is Midnight, the cat. So I guess she wants to get more screen time here. But yeah, so so Archie. I hadn't read too many Archie comics and had not seen this series, but I found it really interesting, the whole music video type thing. The way that it had a big impact on shows like Scooby-Doo, and even Josie and the Pussycats later on. I didn't know a lot of that stuff, so I mean, a lot of this is a learning experience for me too. Yeah, it's a learning experience, right? You didn't know about Archie before either, did you? Okay. But yeah, Scooby, I didn't know. I mean, I kind of grew up watching Scooby-Doo, but I think, I remember the original show, and then I think when I was growing up on ABC a lot, they had this stuff with Scrappy. I don't know what version. I'm not a Scooby-Doo expert, but I don't know what version of the show that was. But I always remember being weirded out because it was like you were watching Scooby-Doo, and then all of a sudden, somewhere down the road, it was like Fred and Velma like disappeared, and they went to a peace conference or something because they weren't there anymore. But back then, it's not like there was any long-winded explanation of like, oh, Freddie and Velma had to go to college, or they went to a peace conference, or, there wasn't any, it's like all of a sudden they were just gone, and then here was Scrappy, Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby, and I'm like, what the hell happened to Freddie and Velma? But anyway, that's kind of around the time period I watched Scooby-Doo, and I'm pretty sure it was on ABC then. But yeah, I had no idea that Archie had such an impact on Scooby-Doo. And so you've got, Hot Dog, basically, who I guess is the forefather of all these cartoon dogs. And yeah, so speaking of which, like, this is one of the VHS tapes I was talking about for the new Archies. But yeah, if anybody knows where I could get a copy or more copies of the remaining episodes, let me know. Because I'll need them eventually when I get to the 80s. I'm working on the 70s right now, so it'll be a while, but hopefully I have all of the episodes by the time I do that review. But yeah, there were plenty of other things. There are a lot of Archie shows, a lot. I didn't realize how many until I started this project. There's Archie Comedy Hour, Archie's Fun House, the U.S. of Archie, the TV Funnies, the Weird Mysteries, the Return to Riverdale movie, and then the short musical comedy variety thing in the 70s. Like there's tons of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed learning about it and watching it, and I hope you guys did too. I know some people are a little more into the superhero stuff than the Archie stuff, and that's true of me too. So but I mean, there are people on the Archie fan boards that are really, really into Archie and enjoy it a lot. And to me, it's another comic book, so I enjoyed learning about it and sort of putting it into video form for everybody to see, and hopefully you get a kick out of it too. And I just wanted to be as faithful and as comprehensive with Archie material as I am with superhero stuff. I mean, like I said before, sometimes it's a little more difficult because sometimes there's not as much of a Wikipedia resource on Archie as there is on superheroes. But you know what? I try my best, and please let me know if you know more than me or if I made some mistakes or something like that. But yeah, keep watching, and thanks a lot. Take care.